What soft skills does a Scrum Master need? So, soft skills, that's an interesting one. Let's pick that up before we go any deeper. I remember going through school, going through university, there was the soft skills. That was that weird stuff that non-engineers, non-scientists did. And I'll be honest, they're a lot harder than the hard skills, that raw maths, engineering, science. The people skills. So what are the people skills that we need? All of them. The Scrum Master, Agile coach role is a people role. Okay, we're working with people. So the ones you have, that's great. Double down on the strengths and find a way to support your weaknesses. It's not necessarily on you to suddenly become the most empathetic person if that's not you naturally. Okay? But for me, empathy. Not sympathy, empathy. Okay? And to clarify the difference, and there are many, many definitions out there and they are contradictory. For me, when I say empathy, is understanding other people. Okay? Understanding where they are and how they may feel. Sympathy is feeling bad with people. The way that I often look at it is empathy is looking at somebody stuck in a hole and accepting that's probably a bad place to be. And I hope, if you're a decent human being, wanting to help them out of the hole. Sympathy is climbing in the hole with them. We don't climb in the hole. We acknowledge it and we look, okay, how can we help you get out of here? So empathy for me is a key skill. Just that understanding that, people turn up in different ways, different shapes and forms. And that's okay. So what else do we need? The communication skills. Oh, you need to be articulate. As a Scrum Master, you are likely translating between different parts of the organisation who speak different languages. So along with the ability to speak clearly and succinctly, you will need to understand their jargon. Now that isn't something you're born with. That's something that likely you haven't got working through a single career. It comes with time. You need to be working with those people, be they the legal teams or the compliance teams, or if your background isn't technical, the technical teams themselves, and finding the ways or the metaphors or the stories or whatever works for you to communicate with everybody. Okay? To bring everybody onto the same page, to help them be aligned so that they know what they're doing and how they're working together. So your ability to speak, to write is incredibly important. And the flip side, your ability to listen. I think one of the strongest skills that we can have is actually to shut up and let people talk to us. Either as a coach or just as that critical friend, as that person who they can talk to. So I'm a big fan of the coaching skills and I'm trying my hardest not to go down the whole coaching route, but I'm going to lump them all together. Actually, that coaching idea, okay, so the listening, the questioning, having frameworks around which to work are incredibly important to draw people out. Okay? And one that's often missed out in training and things is the ability to build rapport with people. Being somebody who's likable. If you're not, you can fake it, don't worry. I do. But taking time so that people want to talk to you, so they trust you. And having a good grasp of what trust means. I recognise that I'm bouncing around a lot here because there's an awful lot of the soft skills, those people skills that we need to put to work. I honestly think if you're setting out on this Scrum Master route, or maybe you're a few steps or maybe more steps down that journey, you will be recognising what those skills have and how they work. What I would always recommend is you can work on any people skill. Okay, I know this because I come from a hardcore engineering and science and maths background, and I don't really use those skills anymore. Most of what I do is people focused. It's helping them be the best people they can be, either as individual coaching sessions, group coaching sessions, mentoring, whatever it is that we're engaged to do it in. But it's the people skills. It's caring about people. And I actually believe the number one thing that you need above everything else is interest in other people. Just that. Be guided by that. If you are genuinely interested in what other people have to say and in their lot being better in life, everything else will fall into place. You will be able to have a conversation with them, listen to what they have to say because you're genuinely interested in what they have to say. And maybe it's the right time to offer some advice from your experience. Maybe they just need a sounding board. Because you're curious, because you're focused on that person or those people. Okay? I think everybody has the ability to be a great Scrum Master because everybody has those people skills. We can all do it with our friends, with our family. All we're saying is do it with the people we work with. If you've got to this point in the video, I hope you've enjoyed it. If so, a like would be appreciated. If you want to hear more from me, more answers to questions that maybe you've got in the Agile world, please subscribe to the channel. And if you've got a question that you really want answered, drop it in the comments. I promise we'll get around to it. Thank you.